Yeah. Before the ships, before the chains, before the nations, the story was already written. Listen. When the sun went down, Abram stood alone. A deep sleep fell, darkness covered the horizon. The silence grew heavy, the vision came clear. The voice of the Most High spoke into his ear. Know of a surety, remember these words, a promise for generations that hadn't yet emerged. Thy seed shall be strangers in the land not their own, afflicted and burdened, far away from home. The stars still shine above the night sky, but beyond those stars was a future in his eyes. A covenant spoken, a prophecy declared, a road through the centuries already prepared. 400 years, but the promise remains. 400 years, through the sorrow and pain. 400 years, yet the covenant stands. What the Most High speaks, no man can withstand. Generations came and generations passed. Names were forgotten, but the promise still lasted. Children were born and the elders grew old. The story kept moving exactly as foretold. Some cried in the darkness, some prayed for the dawn. Some carried the burden and kept moving on. The years felt endless, the struggle was long, but the people survived when they should have been gone. The world saw change, the world saw scars, but the Most High was counting every one of those years. Every tear remembered, every prayer recorded, every step of the journey already yours. 400 years, but the promise remains. 400 years, through the sorrow and pain. 400 years, yet the covenant stands. What the Most High speaks, no man can withstand. Now the night grows thin and the morning draws near. The sound of awakening is starting to appear. What was spoken in darkness is rising in light. The vision of Abram still burns through the night, because the prophecy never ended in defeat. It ended with a people standing on their feet. And afterward, the words still ring true. Afterward, a new chapter comes into view. Afterward, the nations will know the power of a promise spoken long ago. 400 years, yet we're still here. 400 years, yet the promise is near. 400 years, the vision remains. The covenant lives through the struggle and pain. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. And afterward, they shall come out with great substance. Reparation. The story wasn't ending. The story was beginning.
Yeah. Before the famine, before the journey, before Goshen, the place was prepared. Yeah. A place was prepared. Yeah. Yeah. Young dreamer looking at the stars above, visions of a future only I could love. But jealousy was waiting in his own household. His brother sold him off for a handful of gold. Down in the pit where the darkness fell, chains on his hands headed straight to a cell. What looked like the ending was only the start. The Most High was working behind every part. From servant to prisoner, forgotten for years, holding on through the questions, the doubts and the tears. Every setback moving him closer to fate, every closed door leading him right to the gate. A place free there. Before we ever knew, the road was already waiting, though the storm was breaking through. A place free there. Long before the famine came, the Most High made provision, and nothing happened in vain. Storehouses filled while the harvest was strong. 7 years of plenty before things went wrong. The nations grew hungry, the earth felt the strain. But Joseph had wisdom when there was no rain. Then came his brothers standing in line, never imagining who they would find. The dream they rejected now standing in power, the answer Yah planted for that very hour. No revenge in his heart, no bitterness remained. He saw the bigger picture through all of the pain. You meant it for evil, but Yah meant it for good, to preserve many people like he said he would. Place free there. Before we ever knew, the road was already waiting, though the storm was breaking through. A place free there. Long before the famine came, the Most High made provision, and nothing happened in vain. Then Jacob arose and gathered his sons. The journey to Egypt had finally begun. 70 souls moving under Yah's hand toward preservation in a foreign land. Fear not to go down into Egypt, he said. I'll make of thee a great nation ahead. The promise still living, the covenant strong, the family protected where they belong. In Goshen they settled, in Goshen they grew, flocks and herds increasing as the blessings came through. The famine touched nations, but Israel survived, because Yah had prepared what was needed for life. When you can't see the purpose, when the road feels unclear, remember Joseph, remember this. The pit wasn't the ending, the prison wasn't defeat. Yah was preparing the future before the family would need. And Israel dwelt in the land of Goshen, and they had possessions therein, and were fruitful, and multiplied exceedingly. The promise continued, the covenant endured, the place was prepared.
There was a time when the burden grew heavy, when the chains seemed endless, but heaven was listening. A new king rose who remembered no name, forgot about Joseph and the reason we came. The favor was gone, the labor increased, brick after brick, there was no release. The taskmasters pressed from the dawn to the night, the burden grew heavier with no end in sight. Yet the covenant spoken to Abraham remained, though generations suffered through hardship and pain.
Others prayed quietly through tears in the dark, holding on to promises deep in their hearts. The years kept passing,
but hope survived.
But hope survived because the words of the covenant were still alive. He heard our cry
when the burden was strong.
He heard our cry
when the waiting was long.
He heard our cry
and remembered his word.
The prayers of his people were seen and heard.
Yeah, the affliction was heavy, the labor was hard, the oppression left scars upon every heart. Yet the God of our fathers had not forgotten what he promised his people could never be broken. The cries rose upward from field and from stone, a nation in bondage calling them along. Then the shepherd was chosen out in the wild, sent with a message for Pharaoh's pride: let my people go. The warning was clear, the God of Israel had drawn near.
He heard our cry
when the burden was strong.
He heard our cry. He heard our cry
when the waiting was long.
He heard our cry
and remembered his word.
The prayers of his people were seen and heard.
Signs and wonders
before their eyes.
Darkness covering Egypt's skies.
Power moving through the land.
No one could withstand his hand.
Chains were breaking.
Fear was gone.
The time of deliverance had come.
The sea stood open where there was no way.
The impossible happened on that day.
The chains fell behind, the promise ahead.
The people walked forward
exactly as he said. Not by their strength,
not by their might,
not by their might,
but by the power
of the Most High.
He heard our cry
and brought us through.
He heard our cry
and his promise proved true.
He heard our cry
with a mighty hand
and led his people
toward the promised land. And the Lord heard our voice and looked upon our affliction and our labor and our oppression. And he brought us forth out of Egypt with a mighty hand and an outstretched arm.
And signs and wonders.
The chains were broken.
The journey continued.
Before the people crossed into the promised land, Moses gathered them together. He had spent 40 years leading them through the wilderness. He knew his journey was ending. And before he left them, he gave them a warning. Moses told the people that the blessings were real, the land was real, the promises were real. But he also told them that if they abandoned the covenant, there would be consequences. He wasn't speaking about his generation alone. He was speaking about generations far into the future.
Remember the warning. Remember the word. Remember the covenant. Remember what was heard. The warning said there would come a time when the people would be scattered. Not to one nation, not to one kingdom, but among many nations. From one end of the earth to the other, far from the land that had been given to their fathers, far from the inheritance they once knew.
And among those nations they would find no rest, no lasting peace, no place where they truly felt at home. The scripture says they would have a trembling heart, failing eyes, and sorrow of mind, always searching, never settle.
Scattered to the four winds, far from the land. Scattered to the four winds, yet the covenant stands.
The warning becomes even more specific. Moses describes a people living in fear, a people uncertain about tomorrow, a people waking up in the morning wishing for evening, and lying down at night wishing for morning.
Not because of comfort,
but because of anxiety,
because of what their eyes would see,
because of what their hearts would carry. Then Moses speaks about something that would happen long after his lifetime, long after the wilderness, long after the conquest of the land. He speaks of captivity. He speaks of ships. He speaks of a people being carried away, sold into bondage, bondmen and bondwomen scattered among the nations.
Remember the warning.
Remember the warning.
Remember the word.
Remember the word.
Remember the covenant. Remember what was heard. The warning was not given to destroy hope. The warning was given so that future generations would understand.
The Most High had already spoken about these things. Nothing happened without first being written.
Nothing happened without first being foretold.
And even in the warning, there remained a promise. Because the same covenant that spoke of scattering also spoke of gathering. The same hand that allowed the people to be driven apart would one day call them home.
Scattered to the four winds,
But not forgotten.
but not forgotten,
Driven among the nations.
but not abandoned.
The covenant remained.
The promise remained.
The story continued. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
There ye shall be sold unto your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen. The warning was spoken. The warning was written. The warning was remembered.
Valley of dry bones. Hear the word of the Lord. Awake, arise, restoration begins. I walk through the valley, silence in the air, bones scattered everywhere, hopeless despair, no flesh, no breath, just dust on the ground. But prophecy speaks, resurrection found.
Dry bones,
Hear the word.
dry bones.
Rise restored. Yeah. Son of man, prophesy, speak to the bones. Tell them life returns, tell them flesh and homes. From exile to promise, from silence to song. The spirit of the Lord makes the weak one strong.
Dry bones,
Hear the word.
dry bones.
Hear the Lord. Breath from the four winds, spirit rushing in. Life in the marrow, Judah rising again. From scattered to gathered, from broken to whole. The Most High restores, breath filling the soul.
Rise up, rise up, rise up. Judah restored. Rise up, rise up, rise up. Hear the Lord.
Rise from the valley, stand on your feet. Hear the command, prophecy complete. From silence to shouting, from ashes to flame. Judah restored, remember the name. No longer forgotten, no longer enslaved. Identity awakened, covenant engraved. From graves to nations, prophecy fulfilled. The valley of bones, now standing with will. This ain't just a vision, it's memory alive. History in the rhythm, prophecy survives. Truth in the cadence, wisdom in the rhyme. Awakening Judah, restoration in time.
Dry bones,
Hear the word.
dry bones.
Judah restored.
Hear the Lord.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Memory, identity, discovery, restoration, awakening. Ephesians 5:14. Awake, oh sleeper.
Let's ride.
I was sleepwalking blind in the night, chasing shadows, couldn't recognize the light. System had me locked, dreams buried in the ground, but the word broke chains, now I'm hearing that sound.
Awake, awake, Christ give you light. Awake, awake, step into the fight. Awake, awake, oh sleeper, rise from the dead. That scripture talking, not just words in my head. Identity restored, memory coming back. Truth in the rhythm, prophecy on the track. Awake, awake,
yeah. Scarred by the struggle, but I found my design. History in my veins, revelation in my mind. No choir, no gospel, just a beat in the street. Testimony in the rhyme, lamp guiding my feet.
awake, awake, rise from the night. Awake, awake, step into the light. I saw brothers lost, chasing paper and fame. Forgot their roots, forgot their name. But the call is loud, it's shaking the land. Awakening Judah, the Most High's plan.
It ain't religion, it's identity found. It's prophecy speaking through the beat and the sound. From the grave to the stage, restoration is near. Awake, oh sleeper, the message is clear.
Awake, awake, Christ give you light. Awake, awake, step into the fight. Awake, awake, every people has a story. Every people has a memory.
And sometimes the truth survives in whispers, long before it returns in full voice.
Generations had passed. Kingdoms had risen and fallen.
Names had changed,
Languages had changed.
but there were still questions that refused to disappear.
Who are we?
Where do we come from?
Why do these stories feel familiar?
Echoes of our fathers,
Still calling through the years,
echoes of our fathers.
still reaching to our ears. The psalm says, by the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Not because the story was over, because the people were remembering. Remembering Zion, remembering promises, remembering a covenant older than the nations around them.
The memories survived in stories. The memories survived in songs. The memories survived in families.
Even when pieces were forgotten, something remained. A voice from the past saying,
Keep searching.
keep remembering.
Echoes of our fathers,
Growing stronger every day, yeah.
echoes of our fathers.
Showing us the way.
The psalm says, we hanged our harps upon the willows. The music was still there, the songs were still there, the history was still there, waiting for a generation willing to ask questions. Waiting for a generation willing to
Listen, then came the question.
how shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land?
That question traveled across centuries.
Because every generation must decide,
Will we forget?
or will we remember?
Echoes of our fathers,
Still speaking through the night,
echoes of our fathers.
leading us toward the light. Empires changed, borders changed, the world changed, but truth remained. The covenant covenant remained, the memory remained, and the story continued.
What was almost forgotten became remembered.
What was hidden became visible,
What was distant became clear.
and the echoes grew louder,
Echoes of our fathers.
calling us by name.
Echoes of our fathers.
Still carrying the flame. The memory remained, the covenant remained, the story continues.
If I forget thee, O Jerusalem,
Let my right hand forget her skill.
if I do not remember thee,
We remember. We remember.
yeah. Sometimes the battle ain't what you think it is. Sometimes the enemy don't wear a face. Listen. Yeah. Used to think every problem had a name. Every setback came from somebody's game. Pointing fingers looking for somebody to blame. Till I learned every fire ain't started by a flame. Some battles happen deep inside your mind. Some chains invisible still keep you confined. Fear whispering lies when you're trying to climb. Darkness working overtime to steal your shine. Had me fighting people that was never my foe. Swinging at shadows everywhere I would go. Till the word opened my eyes and showed me the truth. The battlefield was bigger than I ever knew. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. That's what the scriptures say. Some wars happen in the spirit before they reach your head. I ain't fighting my brother, I ain't hating my friend. The real battle's in the darkness, trying to pull me in. Yeah, seen pride take a good man off his path. Seen envy turn a blessing into wrath. Seen greed make kingdoms disappear fast and leave nothing but memories of the past. The rulers of darkness don't need a gun. They rather keep you blind from what you've become. Keep you distracted while the years keep running. Chasing empty things while your purpose comes undone. But I learned every day is a choice I make. Stand in faith or let the pressure make me break. Stand in truth or let deception shake my fate. That's the difference between sleeping and awake. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. That's what the scriptures say. Some wars happen in the spirit, yeah, before they reach your head. I ain't fighting my brother, I ain't hating my friend. The real battle's in the darkness, trying to pull me in. Put on the armor, guard your heart, guard your mind, guard your soul. The fight gets easier when you know what you're fighting for. Now I move different when trouble arrives. I see beyond what appears in my eyes. Every storm ain't meant to destroy your life. Sometimes it's there just to make you wise. And every scar got a lesson to teach. Every valley got a mountain in reach. Every prayer gets stronger when it's tested by heat. That's why I keep walking, I don't retreat. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So watch carefully. The battle isn't always around you. Sometimes it's trying to live inside you.